All right, here we have a market review. Here's the daily chart. We traded lower into a new week opening gap. We put a low perfectly at that, and we trade higher. And what do we have here? We have an immediate rebalance. So this could possibly give us some displacement lower. Like I'm looking for lower inefficiencies. We have this inefficiency here. We have this inefficiency here. And then we also have some volume imbalances here that we could trade into lower. We've created a daily swing high. So I want to see if we are bearish here, I would think today or Friday we should get displacement lower. If not, then we likely are going to seek higher premium raise, and we might be consolidating here until the election. But I don't want to serve a longer term view on the marketplace. So let's get right into this. So notice here on the chart, on the 15-minute chart, this is just no annotations. We left this low right here. So we left a sell side low intact. So that to me is kind of telling. And then we traded in from discount prices to premium prices. We traded into buy side here, and also we still have left this inefficiency here that I think might need to be a draw on liquidity for tomorrow that we possibly will probably trade into. And let's just get right into some annotations here. So we have a 15-minute BISI here. So I'm gonna remove these before we have a 15-minute BISI here, and we have a 15-minute breaker that we end up trading into. We use it here in the AM session, and then we're still holding that within the PM session. And the PM session, we don't really do much. Daily power 3 has already been fulfilled, but we do start attacking buy side here. So that's something to be aware of. And if we go down the 5-minute chart, we're trading lower. Sell side's engaged here. We're in a discount. And then we have a 5-minute change state delivery that gets respected. All this is balanced. We're still respecting that. We're trading higher. We don't have fast inefficiencies here, but we are trading to higher premium raise. And here, buy side is taken here. We have that buy side liquidity pool taken. We are not taking this high. Then we're trading back lower. Sell side AM buy stops or AM sell stops are engaged here. And we trade back up higher into a SIBI here on the 5-minute. And then we kind of just consolidate here. And then we trade up higher to buy side. So let's get right into a 1-minute chart, and I'll throw on some annotations here. So here we have 9:30 open. 9:30 we open up. We take sell stops here, and we trade higher, and then we trade right into a new day opening gap. Also, opening range constant encroachment. Why is that level of significance here? Because it's in that new day opening gap. So I think that's why that got respected there. We also have this inefficiency here, that up close candle right there. It's traded to displacement opening first presentation constant encroachment perfect. We trade up lower, new week opening gap low, perfectly respected. So right here at this moment, we could potentially trade lower from this. We could seek lower arrays. We could seek that sell side liquidity pool that we haven't engaged yet. We could see possibly new week opening gap. We could see another array on the hourly chart. But notice what we do here. We just sharply reject at the new week opening gap low. And what do? We create a balanced price range. This breaker is now validated. I used a breaker on the 15-second, which I'll show. But here you could also use that 1-minute breaker. But I thought the 15-second breaker was more important. That was kind of the chart that I was monitoring during the session as well. And notice perfectly respected. We're trading higher. We're balanced. This is all balanced delivery. And we trade up higher. We get expansion. And notice how this buy side imbalance is still respected here. Look at what we perfectly respect. That's perfectly respected. And then we trade up higher. And then what are we doing? We're in a buy model. Minor buy side liquidity is taken. We trade back within the range. Notice what else we have. We have this new week opening gap. Why is this a good new week opening gap? Because it's a weekly volume imbalance as well. And we trade in that constant encroachment right there. And we also trade up higher. What do we respect right here? First presentation, old daily low, 9:30. That is that immediate rebalance here. And then we trade up lower. Notice how this 15-minute buy side imbalance is respected here. We trade higher. And efficiency, this is a lower time per minute SIBI. And we trade up higher. And then that buy side liquidity pool is attacked right there. And notice here, first presentation acts as a premium array here, sends price lower. And then notice how it acts as a balanced price range right there. Acts as inversion. And then we trade up higher. And we seek that buy side liquidity pool. So AM session, what do? We accumulated, manipulated, and then we distributed for the daily range. So notice how this whole move was, this whole daily power 3 was encapsulated within the AM session, and then 11:30 ends. What do we do here? We have two first presentations that were within old a daily low here. So we're just consolidating here. We just delivered to a buy side liquidity pool. This is expected. Notice what we do here. We engage new week opening gap. Look at the bodies here. Look at bodies here. Sell stops accumulated here. And we trade up higher to minor buy side here. Buy side taken here. We trade lower. New week opening gap again. And we trade up higher. Notice how we're failing to take buy side. For me, this gave me confidence to take a trade here, which I'll show up. I took like 3 trades today. I think 4. I think 2 wins, 2 losses, but those 2 losses were very small. They were not really nothing. I had like a break even trade that I was just kind of tape reading, and then I had another one that I was just kind of playing around with, which was what I don't like. I need to get more like, even if it's in a demo account, I want to get like serious executions, and I think that's my problem is I play games when I'm in demo. Or not play games, but I should take every execution seriously in that demo account. Here we have we failed to take buy side. What do we do here? We create a balanced price range. Trade lower. We have a SIBI right here. Notice how all this is getting respected. What do we have here? AM session liquidity. We have a new day opening gap as well. Once we get displacement, we have a SIBI right here. Constant encroachment of new week opening gap. Gets respected perfectly. Then we traded lower into new day opening gap. And now here we have PM session. PM session starts. We put in a low in a new day opening gap. Then we trade up higher. Look at that new week opening gap getting respected here. And what do? We slam. We take sell side. Sell side is immediately taken here. And then what do? We trade aggressively back within the range. Look at this volume balance right here. This breaker is reclaimed. I'm pretty sure this has something to do with the Reaper fair value gap, but I'm not going to go into much of that. I honestly haven't really studied the Reaper because I honestly think it's not benefit. It's not. I don't think it needs to be known. I'll just say that. Then we trade up higher. We trade higher. First presentation perfectly traded to, consolidating around that. Beautiful. We trade higher. Up goes candle. Boom. Displacement to sell side and into that breaker. Then we create a wick here, and now we're consolidating around that, and notice how we're slowly creeping higher up into this buy side liquidity pool. We failed to take that buy side here. ES has taken buy side. Honestly, while watching this, I did take like a little trade, which I should have been more nimble with. I was trying to look for too much, but for me to see higher prices, I had confidence because ES is traded above new day opening gap. ES is using that as now a discount array. We're kind of just consolidating around that. There's nothing really to trade here, but it's just something to look at. And notice how we have SMT there. We trade lower. We have a sell side imbalance with first presentation. Boom. Speed to all the sell side. Notice how what else we trade to? 0.25 of this wick. We trade just outside the weekly volume imbalance. And then we trade back up higher to take these equal highs here. I wanted to see us leave this buy side liquidity here. I want us to see us leave that because I wanted this to get traded to during Asia, because I kind of want to look for something in Asia, and I might be live in a second here. So notice very, very nice price action today. I do want to check out the 15-second chart and then show up my executions here as well. I've been starting this demo. I'm just going to keep this demo for a while. We're in some profit. It's the same demo as before. Is it going to show executions? Oh, I don't think it does in replay. That's why. So admittedly, I didn't catch anything here. I kind of want to see us take this low. I should have just trusted this, but I wasn't able to encapsulate anything here. And I entered here. And I sold here right at that. And then this was me just trying to test a short here to trade lower to this new day opening gap. We're just accumulating that and then trading higher. Oh, let's look at that 15-second breaker. Here's that 15-second breaker here, perfectly respected. We're trading higher. BISI on the 15-second, very nice right there. Then you have another BISI there. And we're just trading higher. We're just respecting order flow. This we have here. We have an inversion that's just respected. We kind of have some time distortion. Admittedly, I was in this, and I was looking for a new week opening gap, constant encroachment. We trade up to minor buy side, and then we trade back lower, back into this BISI. Order flow still being respected. This is just a little manipulation move, and we're trading up higher, right there. Here's this SIBI that is used as inversion here. Trade higher. We have another inversion here. We trade up higher. Notice how we consolidate here. And we end up trading lower. I enter here on the SIBI here. I allowed this volume imbalance. My stop was at, I believe, this high. And I'm looking for that new day opening gap. Very nice. This to me, it was very nice. It felt clean. I don't need anything up here. I don't need this. I don't really need this. Once we trade below constant encroachment, respectively, of that new week opening gap, I know for sure that we're more likely to trade lower. And then here is that volume imbalance within that breaker getting respected. And then this was, admittedly, I just pushed up my stop because I knew I was in tough conditions. So I got stopped out hardly break even, kind of. Like $120 loss. I was looking for first presentation was my first partial, and then I was looking for buy side here. Notice how this is just time distortion. Then we get that manipulation. Then we get that run. I feel like I should have kind of waited just for the manipulation. I knew we were kind of in low volatility. I knew we were kind of likely to manipulate, so I feel like I definitely should have just waited. Then we get that manipulation. We trade up higher. What are we doing? We're respecting first presentation. We trade higher here, and then we have this SIBI here on the 1 minute. Go straight into we're wicking outside of that. It now gets used here, and then notice how this inversion acts as a reclaimed fair value gap here, and we end up trading lower. Very nice price action here, and then we end up pricing higher to that buy side liquidity, and now this is where we're at. So anyways, I appreciate you for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow.